Okay, buen dia. I had a couple of questions about how the textbook worked, so I thought I'd put together this quick video to show you a little bit about how it works, some expectations, and especially adaptations for our online course. So hopefully you've been able to get into the textbook using the access code and our section code. And if you haven't already, the most immediate access is found by going directly to the publisher's website to buy the book. Otherwise, I think NMSU Bookstore, if you're not in Las Cruces, requires you to buy a access code and they will mail it to you. So that's a little bit slower, but anyway. So here we are at the home page. First off, I'd like you to not pay any attention to this button that's called 3Cs Portfolio. It's under construction, and we're actually working on removing it because it's caused some confusion for students in the past. So please don't worry about visiting the 3Cs Portfolio button. There are instructions in our Canvas course, and I'll send those out when it comes time. So don't worry about those right now, okay? The most important buttons for us to worry about are the chapter button, which gives us the list of chapters here, and then your progress tracker when there are graded things that will be coming up in the course, okay? All right, so in chapter 1, you'll notice that there are icons or images here that say En Clase, and then on other pages, we'll see in a second that it says En Casa. Since this is an all online course, you are expected to complete all of the activities that are in the book, whether it says En Clase or En Casa, okay? Just complete them in the book, make sure and hit the save and submit buttons, and you'll be fine. All right. Now, as you go through, you might see instructions that say working with a partner. If you want to, that is possible. You can work with someone in the class or someone else that you might know that knows Spanish, but it's not required, obviously, for our online class. Okay. Just simply type the responses in the text boxes required. I always recommend clicking Save and Submit, and I will see the responses that you put in there. Okay. Again, just follow the instructions for each of the activities. Now, when it comes to En Casa, again, you will do the same. We'll do all of the exercises, En Clase and En Casa. Now, some of you may think that's a lot of work. Well, this is a 4-credit class. If you were to take this in an in-person class, we would be doing the En Clase things as part of our classwork, and then the En Casa things would be done as our homework. So either way, you would be doing all the work. Okay. I wanted to talk about sections. I'll skip over the next page. There are sections, for example, in our first chapter, but it will happen throughout the textbook, where it says working in groups, okay, to do certain things. In this case, you're working on, it says with 2 or 3 classmates, use the information to complete the exercise. First, select an appropriate response for the greetings. Okay, so again, if you feel like working with someone, it's open to you to do that. If you don't, then you will need to write out the whole dialogue that you would have either between you and one other person or you and a couple of other people. So in this case, you might say, these are the greetings. You say Buenos dias. So you would type Buenos dias. And then the other person, you would type the question or whatever the conversation would be, okay? So again, if you are working with someone else, it's fine to do that, but if you're working on your own, please write both sides of the dialogue. If you're asking a question, then also write the answer. Okay, I hope that makes sense. That will be the same in this greetings and saying hello and all that kind of thing. Okay. As you come to the different activities, please, if you don't understand what to do, please let me know, and I can provide other instructions and input. One thing that I do need to say is that when you come to these sections where there are vocabulary words,
E, I, O, U.
or exercises like vocabulary words on the vocabulary pages, or exercises that have audio files. The audio files work best if you use Google Chrome. Okay, for those that might be using Macs, Safari doesn't do too well with the sound, so please try and use Google Chrome. I personally use Google Chrome, and I use a Mac, so that that always works best. And that goes the same for the videos that are in the textbook as well. Okay, so just as a recap, the two buttons that you'll use the most are chapters and progress tracker. Okay, please ignore the 3C's portfolio button here. In our course, let's just follow what it says in each module. For instance, here in our course, in the first module, after you've gone through reading the syllabus and the course schedule, welcome, and all of that information, as you go into each module, please follow the first file that says Mi Camino por el Módulo 1. It's simply my pathway through this module. When you click on that, it just tells you what to do here. Okay. It says here to do things in a Word document. I'll edit that out. Please just do it in a textbook, in the textbook. Okay. If you think you have issues with the textbook, then keep track of it in the Word document. But just follow the pathway through here. Remember, in the modules, you can always just click the next button to find out what comes next to do. Okay? All right. Well, again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Adios.